Yo, what's up everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Boy. In this video I'll be teaching you guys what the best starter is for you guys to pick in Tales of Tanorio. If you guys don't know, by the time we're recording this, the release date is in 40 minutes, so I am making this before we actually know main stats, move pools, or anything like that. So a lot of this will just be based off their typings and things like that, and based off like what gems we will have when the game first comes out. But if you guys end up enjoying the video, like to subscribe to the channel. My current goal is 15,000 subscribers, and yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off with the first one, we have Rabbish. If you guys don't know, he is going to be the grass type. He looks like this. Rabbish is good because obviously grass type. Now, once again, I don't know his main stats because that is not inside the game or his move pool, but I do know inside his final evolution, he does know the Cosmic type as well, which looks like this, which will probably be pretty busted because grass Cosmic is a very good typing, as you guys can see. You know, it is weak to a lot, but it is also neutral to a lot, and you will run into things that are weak against this a lot, and it will come in handy against the third gym because the third gym is going to be water, which obviously won't be inside the game automatically, but it will be strong against her. And the other two gyms are going to be fighting and metal, which Rabbish is neutral to. I don't think, yeah, metal and fighting are neutral to, so it will be pretty strong. Definitely one of the better options. I feel like they're all about equal, so it doesn't really matter. But once again, grass Cosmic is good. They do have, I believe, the worst amounts of weakness to resistance. I believe theirs is 14 weakness, like they deal 2 extra damage to, and then they have, I think, 12 resistances. So it's the lowest amount out of all the starters, but it is still going to be a very good starter. I feel like for the end game, like PvP end game, I feel like Rabbish will be the best one because it does strong damage. I believe that's both. I believe what's called Cosmic does more damage to air or fire, which will actually damage the grass guy, and then or damage the fire guy, and then obviously grass will take care of the grass one. But next we have Indidel or Charile, which is going to be the fire type. Now he is also going to be fire and air. This is kind of like the mid-round one. I believe the fire ones are kind of always like the mid-round, like they're good, but there's not much to really say about them. Now I will say for the PvE side of the game, for the first two gyms, this guy is going to be very good because he does do 2x damage to metal and fighting, which are obviously the first two gyms. So if you guys just want to do the PvE content and don't really care about anything else, this guy will probably be your best bet. But once again, the third gym is going to be water, which will do high damage against them. And now this one that I'm going for, which is going to be Tuo Aqua. He's the water type, and the main reason why I'm going for him is just because he looks cool. But in his final evolution, he actually is ghost and water, which technically has the best typing, since I believe he is strong against 15 different things. If you guys actually look at the chart, he's strong against 15 different things, and then resists the most out of any other starter as well with 14. Most of the other ones only resist 12. So once again, not knowing main stats, that is my current ranking. I would say Tuo Aqua is probably the best, and then Rabbish, and then Charile. But once again, it just depends on what other content comes inside later on the game and what their main stats are going to be. Because if like Tuo Aqua is unbelievably slow compared to the other two, then he'll be the worst one. So it really just depends on their main stats once again, and like abilities, their moveset pool, and other things like that. But at the current moment, I would say Tuo Aqua is probably the best starter, and then the best one inside their final form is probably going to be Artemis. But once again, I don't really know because I don't know their main stats or anything like that. But the one that I'm personally going to know is definitely going to be Tuo Aqua because he will clear most of the early game content pretty easily. So will Charile. Rabbish probably won't as easily, because I imagine that Rabbish will have the lowest amount of damage and other things like that, because that's normally what grass is. Grass is normally like super high defense, but pretty slow, and you know, not the greatest attack power. While Charile and Tuo Aqua will probably be better for that, but once again, I don't know any of the main stats, so you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts of what starter you guys are going to go. But as you guys can see, currently it's Rabbish, and then turns into Artemis, Charile turns into Indidel, and then Tuo Aqua turns inside Jasper. And once again, the gyms are going to be fighting, and then metal. I believe metal is going to be the second one, and then the third one will be water. So your safest bets is definitely going to be Rabbish or Tuo Aqua, because they will be able to easily clear the first 3 gems, while Charile will struggle on the third one, but easily be able to beat the first and second one as he is strong against both of them. But that is my current thoughts on the starters. You guys can leave your own thoughts of which ones you guys are gonna pick. Once again, it just depends on their main stats and like how good you can build a team around each one. Because if one of them is like a really good buffer or something, then it could still be the best starter. So once we get the move sets, main stats, and other things like that, I will make a follow-up video. But at the current moment, that is my current ranking of all the starters. You guys feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments. But once again, I'm going to be personally picking Tuo Aqua. Isn't really because of stats, I just like how he looks. Let me know down in the comments what starter you guys are going to pick, and that's it for me. Once again, the game releases in 40 minutes, so I'll have more videos then. But for now, that's pretty much it for me. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.